आ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। You do the invocation.
अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्तजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वरपादपङ्कजं। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव शुभकार्येषु सर्वदा। या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करप्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
ओम श्रीमात्रे नमः। वीराराध्या विराट रूपा विरजा विश्वतोमुखी प्रत्यग्रूपा प्रराकाशा प्राणदा प्राणरूपिणी मार्ताण्ड भैरवाराध्या मन्त्रिण्यस्तराज्यधूः त्रिपुरेशी जयत्सेना निस्त्रैगुण्या परापरा सत्यज्ञानानन्दरूपा सामरस्य परायणा कपर्दिनी कलामाला कामधुक्कामरूपिणी कलानिधिः काव्यकला रसज्ञा रससेवधिः पुष्टा पुरातना पूज्या पुष्करा पुष्करेक्षणा परं ज्योतिः परं धाम परमाणुः परात्परा पाशहस्ता पाशहन्त्री परमन्त्रविभेदिनी मूर्ता मूर्ता नित्यतृप्त्या मुनिमानसहंसिका सत्यव्रता सत्यरूपा सर्वान्तर्यामिणी सती ब्रह्माणी ब्रह्मजननी बहुरूपा बुधार्चिता प्रसवित्री प्रचण्डाज्ञा प्रतिष्ठा प्रकृटाकृतिः प्रकटाकृतिः प्राणेश्वरी प्राणदात्री पंचाशतपीठरूपिणी विशृंखला विविक्तस्था वीरमाता वियत्प्रसूः Let us look at the names. Veeraradhya, worshipped by Veeras. Who is a Veera? A Veera is a person who has those who dissolve their ego through their power of their concentrated meditation is called a Veera. Not somebody who takes a sword and goes around killing people. So Veera is the person who can kill the biggest enemy that we have, which is our ego. So the person who wants to kill his own ego, he has to worship her. Without that, you cannot kill her, the biggest ego, which is why she is Veeraradhya. Those who are Veeras, those who want to kill the biggest enemy, she is worshipped by them. Virat Rupa. Virat is in Advaita Vedanta, Virat is the manifestation of this entire universe. So when the Brahman is when the Brahman manifests in terms of adopts the three gunas, takes on what is in Advaita Vedanta called Ishvara, right? So Virat Rupa is she who is of the Virat form. So the first manifestation of Brahman in the material world is Ishvara, and she is that. She is Vishwara. She is the first manifestation. So hence she is Virat Rupa. Viraja, Vigata Rajaha. For one whose Rajas has been completely gone. So if Rajas is gone, obviously one is assuming Tamas is also gone. So then only Sattva is left. And if Sattva is left, then you are moving towards union. So there is no duality in her, Viraja. Another very interesting, we will go through that today in the later part of the day, in the later part of this session. But one of the Shakti Peethas in Orissa, it is ruled by the Devi called Viraja. So Utkala Peetha Nivasini Viraja is the name. Vishwato Mukhi. So Vishwato Mukha, when Sri Krishna showed the Vishwarupa, he is described as Vishwato Mukha. He is seeing everything. Everything he is seeing, which means whichever direction you turn, you are seeing her. Her face is towards you. So you cannot escape her. You cannot escape her. So I was asked a very long time back, before possibly when I started on my spiritual journey, somebody once asked me, what do you do when you're alone? And my answer was, I am never alone. I can never be alone because she is always watching. So as long as we remain in duality, live with that consciousness that we are constantly being watched by her, nothing can go wrong with us. Shubhaga. Remember last time we looked at She Shubhada, she Shubhaga. Everything that is auspicious is happening because she is watching. Then Pratyak Rupa. Pratyak means that which has turned inward. That which is turned inward. So in the Brahma Sutra, see, the Bhagavan Shri Shankaracharya, he calls the innermost self as Pratyakatman. Pratyakatman, the innermost self. Not only self, the innermost. Pratyak Rupa, she is the innermost form of us. What all these what you are seeing, all these physical manifestations of body, mind, and intellect, ahamkara, all of these are nothing but coverings for Pratyak Rupa. Now, Parakasha, there is Akasha, that is the element of space, which is the most subtle element. It's the most subtle element. Beyond that subtle element, so last time in the Brahma Sutra class, Meenaji asked that if Brahman is the creator, or Brahman is what has is manifested in all this, who created Brahman? So now Brahman cannot be created because he is permanently self-existing. But the space in which Brahman manifests is called Parakasha. Parakasha. Then comes Pranada, she who gives prana. Prana means life. Prana also has very interesting meanings. Prana can also mean the 5 vital breaths. 5 vital breaths are prana, apana, vyana, udana, and samana. 5 breaths our rishis have talked about. prana means forward moving air, air that is moving forward. So it is linked with water. Prana Shakti is linked with water. It is of the all the types of things like eating of food, drinking, inhalation of air, receiving the sensory impressions and mental experiences. All these things that are propelling in nature, which is like water, is Prana Shakti. Apana, literal meaning that which moves away. Apana Shakti, that which moves away. Now, it therefore moves downward and outward. So it governs everything that is the part of elimination, urination, reproduction. Reproduction obviously has a downward movement. So all of this is controlled by Apana Shakti. So anything that is downward means gravitational. Earth is gravitational in nature. So the power of earth is Apana Shakti. Then you look at Udana Shakti. Udana, literal meaning going upward. Going upward. So this is the, it governs the growth of the body, the ability to stand, the ability to speak. While I'm speaking with you, I am using Udana Prana. Udana Prana. It constitutes our enthusiasm, our will. So it develops what is the purification in our consciousness. Udana Shakti. The ultimate purifier is called the wind. In Bhagavad Gita in chapter 10, he says, Pavakaha Pavana Pavakam Asmi. Pavakam means purifiers. Of the purifiers, I am Pavan. I am Pavan. Pavan means wind. So the air Shakti is the Udana Shakti. Then Samana Shakti. Samana, the literal meaning balancing. It is the one which moves from the periphery to the center. And it is a churning. It is that which is aiding digestion on all levels. See, we all know that digestion actually is happening in the stomach. But actually, for that matter, the digestion happens at a cellular level. At that cellular level, that energy that is being produced is coming from Samana Shakti. So, energy production comes from where? Fire. So, the fire element is linked to Samana. And then finally, the Vyana Shakti, Vyana meaning outward moving air meaning exact opposite of the Udana. Udana is the moving of exact opposite of Samana. Samana moves from the periphery to the center. Vyana moves from the center to the periphery. So it is controlling circulation. It is controlling the food and water and oxygen that is going around through the entire body, right? So its space is linked to Vyana. So now if you see, when we say Pranadhatri, then what have we covered? We have covered Pranada. Pranada means giver of prana, meaning we have covered all these 5 elements and the 5 pranas that are linked to these 5 elements. She is not only the giver of the prana, she herself is the prana, prana rupini. Prana rupini. So next, Martanda Bhairava Radhya. Well, one literal meaning can be she has been worshipped by Martanda and by Bhairava. Martanda and Bhairava. Who is Martanda? Martanda is Surya. Bhairava is Shiva. Right? Martanda Bhairava Radhya. So she is, that is one meaning. Another meaning is Martanda Bhairava is the name of one of the Bhairavas. Like Ruru Bhairava, Kala Bhairava, all these Bhairavas are there. Ananda Bhairava is also there. All of these Bhairavas, one of them is called Martanda Bhairava. Specifically in Maharashtra, there is a deity, he is called Mallari. Mallari, you will find him in the tribal areas of Maharashtra. He is worshipped as riding on a horse, right? He is also called Malsapati. Malsa was his wife. When he took the form of Mallari, his wife was Malsa, so he is called Malsapati. So you will find this name Malsapati very common. Especially if you have been reading Sai Satcharit, then you will find Malsapati. That name is a very important name in Sai Satcharit because it is one of the close devotees of Baba. So Malsa, so that is, his name is also Martanda Bhairava. Martanda Bhairava is the meaning. Now, Martanda Bhairava can also mean that it is a group of people. Bhairava means two meanings. One, he who causes terror, he who causes bhaya. Another meaning, those who are afraid are called Bhairavas. So she is worshipped by that group of Bhairavas who are afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of death, afraid of this body dissolving. So they are the people who will worship her. We are the cowards, Bhairavas, who are continuously worshipping her. So that we can get rid of this fear of death. Mrityu Daru Kutharika. We saw that, right? Last time. Mrityu Daru Kutharika. Even after worshipping her, all the biggest Shaktas and all the biggest Devi worshippers have also gone. Agastya has gone. Lopamudra has gone. Right? So if they have also gone physically, then Mrityu Daru Kutharika, what does it mean? She removed the fear of death of this body. So similarly here also, Martanda Bhairava Radhya. Next, Mantrinin Yasta Rajya Dhuhu. Mantrini, which is Shyamala Devi. She has two Devis with her, right? Dandini Devi and Mantrini Devi. Remember, we Kiri Chakra Ratha Rudha, all that Geya Chakra Ratha Rudha. All in the early part of the Stotram, we have seen Kiri Chakra Ratha Rudha, Geya Chakra Ratha Rudha, Mantrini Devi and Dandini Devi. Dandini is also called Varahi and Mantrini is called Shyamala. The job of running this universe has been, administration of this universe has been handed over to Mantrini. So she who has handed over Rajyadhuhu, the job of administration, to whom has she handed? She has handed to Mantrini. So she who handed this job of administration to Mantrini. Why did she hand over this administration job? Because she is more interested in giving moksha to us. So she is free from all the administrative jobs. When should the sun rise? When should it set? When should the earth rotation change over a period of time? What is the precession of axis or of equinoxes? How it is the speed of light determined? All of that within the material universe is governed by Mantrini. And another meaning is Mantrini is people who worship her through the mantras. That one mantra, when we say Mantrini, which is that one mantra, which is Panchadashakshari or Shodashakshari, or one of the two, same mantra actually. But so the Sri mantra, the mantra of Sri Vidya, Panchadashakshari or Shodashi. So all of these mantras. So those who are worshipping her with that, they get the power to rule the universe. What is this ruling the universe? Do you think by doing that mantra, I can determine as to when the sun will rise? The universe that is inside this body, mind, intellect, inside these two khopdi, jisko bolte hain, khopdi. So khopdi ke andar ka universe, that is what we will get the power to control. And therefore, mantrinis te rajyaduhu. So by worshipping, one is in the form of Shyamala Devi and the other is inside our own head. We become the rulers of our what is inside us through mantra. Through mantra. What is mantra? Mananat trayati iti mantraha. That which enables the mind to cross. Taranam, crossing. That which enables the mind to cross is called trayati, right? So mantra, mananat trayati iti mantraha. So mantrini, from there comes the word mantrini. Tripureshi, very simple. Tripura, Tri Bhur, Bhuva, Swaha, etc. So Tripureshi, Jayat Sena. She whose army is always victorious. So her army is always victorious. All the accompanying Bhutas, Ganas, Devis, Yakshis, Yoginis, all of them are with her. They will always win. Nistrai Gunya. She does not have she is devoid of all the three gunas. She does not get, the three gunas do not, she is the Adhara of the gunas. She is the Adhar of the gunas. So she does not have any gunas herself. Then para para. Para para, she is para and apara. So what is para and apara? Apara is that which is lower, para is that which is higher. In chapter 7, verses 4 and 5, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says that there is my apara shakti, which is of 8 different forms of the Panchabhuta and the Antakarana, Manas, Buddhi and Ahamkara. Together 8 things. This is my apara shakti. And beyond this, there is my parashakti, which is the life force itself, parashakti. This is one way of interpreting. Another way of interpreting is para and apara both mean speech, that which is coming out. Speech is of 2 types. Apara itself has 3 parts, right? What you are hearing right now with your ears, that is the lowest form of speech. It is called Vaikhari. Then that which I will mumble for myself, right? This is called Madhyama. That which I perceive in my thoughts and it is called Pashyanti. Together, all 3 types of speech are called apara speech. Beyond this, there is direct perception. Direct perception. That is para. She is both para and apara. In the terms of speech also, she is para and apara. Then Satya Jnanananda Rupa. Satya Jnanananda Rupa. Very interesting. Taittiriya Upanishad, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So, what it says is that Om Brahma Vittapnoti Param Tadeshabhyukta Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. What it means is, it is saying that, literal translation, I'm just giving you, it is saying the knower of Brahman attains the highest. Right? Knower of Brahman. Knower of Brahman, meaning here it says Brahmavid. Brahmavid. Apnoti, gets. Param, highest. Tadeshabhyukta. Abhyukta, to those who have said, that it has been said from the beginning. It has been said from the oldest times. It has been said from the oldest times. What has been said? That Brahma is Satyam, Brahma is Jnanam, Brahma is Anantam. And if you look at these 3 together, it is Ananda, its nature is Ananda. So therefore, in the verse we are saying Satya Jnanananda Rupa. When we say that, it is a reflection of that fact that she is Parabrahman herself. She is Parabrahman herself. Samarasya Parayana. Samarasya means the riches of the Samaveda, which is musical, right? Samaveda is chanted in a musical tones. So those musical tones, Samarasya Parayana. Parayana, she likes to be here listening to Samaveda reading. Kapardini. Kapardini again means, we see that in Mahishasuramardini Stotram all the time. Ramya Kapardini. When we say Kapardini, it means Kapardi. Kapardi is the name of Shiva. So actually there are 11 Rudras. 11 Rudras. Shiva has taken 11 forms. Hara, Bahurupa, Triyambaka, Aparajita, Vrishakapi, Shambhu, Kapardi, Raivata, Brigavyadha, Sarpa, and Kapali. These are the 11 Rudras. Hara, Bahurupa, Triyambaka, Aparajita, Vrishakapi, Shambhu, Kapardi, Raivata, Brigavyadha, Sarpa, Kapali. Iti Agni Purana says, Iti Ekadasha Rudra Namaha. So these are the 11 names of Rudra. Of those names, one of them is coming to be Kapardi. She is the wife of Kapardi, Kapardini. Kapardini. Kala Mala. Kala is 64 kalas. She has 64 kalas. 64 kalas. So those 64 kalas, just give me 1 second. Somebody has come and I have to attend to that.
No, Anna, I'm saying, I've got dental appointment tomorrow. So almost.
Now, so Kala Mala means she who has the 64 kalas. The 64 kalas, the 64 type of arts, They are a mala for her. So Kala Mala. Then we have Kamaduk. Kamaduk means she who fulfills all the desires. Kamaduk. Kama Rupini. Here Kama does not mean physical desire, it means Kameshwara. So she is the form of Shiva himself. Kama Rupini. Kala Nidhi. See, she not only wears the mala of Kala, she is the treasure house of all the Kalas. So anybody, when we say that he is very good at speech, we say Saraswati sits on his tongue. Right? He is very good at drawing. We say, oh, Saraswati can do. It is the baby doing. See, our speech also says that. But what happens when that person speaks very well, then gets thanks and all that? He says, ah, see how good I am. How good I am. Therefore, Veera Radhya. Okay. So, Kala Nidhi. Kavya Kala. Kavya is the art of poetry. So, Kavya Kala, she is the art of poetry herself. Rasajna. Rasa means taste. Rasa means taste. She who knows the taste. Which taste? She does not need to know the taste of Langda Am and Chausa Am. That is okay. Right? That is absolutely there. She does not need to know the taste. She knows the taste of Parabrahman. It is only somebody who has tasted something that person can see. If I show you a Langda Am and a Chausa Am, you will not know the difference from outside. They look very similar, both green in color and so on and so forth. Right? It is only that person who has tasted both, he can tell you, "Arey, ye to Chausa hai, ye Langda hai." Once you taste, you will never forget. Just like that, she knows that taste of Parabrahman, and hence she is the person who can take us over there. So, Rasajna, Rasa Shevadhihi. She is the treasure house of that particular taste. It is through her that we can achieve this particular taste. Then we have Pushta. Pushta means she who is nourished by the innumerable qualities. Pushta. She is nourished by innumerable qualities. Puratana. She is the ancient one. She is the one who is the most ancient one. Pujya. She is the one who is supposed to be worshipped. Pushkara. Pushkara is the one who receives nourishment. Who received nourishment. She receives pushti. But another meaning happens in Sanskrit. Ra and la are interchangeable in many places. So if you change the ra to la, then you get Pushkala. Now Pushkala, if you know, is one of the wives of Hariharaputra. And the word Pushkala means one who is all pervading. You now see the word the meaning has become very deep. Right? Pushkala means she who is all pervading. Pushkare Kshana. Pushkara is also means lake. Pushkare Kshana means she whose eyes are like a lotus, that which grows in the lake. Pushkare Kshana. Next, we move to Param Jyoti. Very simple. Supreme brilliance. Param Dhama. Final destination. Paramanu, smallest of the small. Parat Para, biggest of the big. Pasha Hasta, she holds a noose in her hand. What does she do with the noose? She catches us whenever we stray away from her. Whenever we stray away from her, she catches us with that noose and brings it back. And then the next word itself is a contradiction. It says Pasha Hantri. She destroys the Pasha. Now she destroys, she brings us back and she destroys which one? The Pasha that ties us to this world, she destroys. Pasha Hantri. Paramantra Vibhedini. Para word here means other. Paraloka. Right? We say he has gone to Paraloka. Paraloka means he has gone to another world. Right? So here, Paramantra Vibhedini, if somebody is trying to do some mantra vyabhichara on you, then she destroys that Paramantra Vibhedini. She destroys it. Paramantra Vibhedini. She destroys the mantras of all the enemies. So what is the mantra? Who does all mantra vyabhichara on you? Your mind. Your mind is doing mantra vyabhichara on you all the time. It is sending you Krodha mantra, Kama mantra, Moha mantra, right? All these mantras are being thrown at you. Then who will penetrate those mantras? She will penetrate. Paramantra vibhedini. Murta murta. The word is murta amurta, right? That murta means that which has form. Amurta, that which has no form. So she is both everything that has form and name, and others what has no form and name. Everything is her. Murta murta. Anitya tripta. It is not nitya tripta. It is, there is a line in between. So it is anitya tripta. She is satisfied by that which is temporary, which means anything that we eat, anything we do, all that is experienced by us is temporary in nature. When that temporariness is offered to her, she is very satisfied. So you offer her all the things that are going to be temporary. So when we offer her flowers, we offer her karpuram, we offer her panchamritam, we offer her water, all of these are temporary in nature. She is happy with that as long as we understand that these are not permanent. These are temporary, including we offer our body, we offer our mind, we offer our intellect, we offer our ego. That is the anitya. When we offer it to her, it merges into her and it becomes nitya. So anitya tripta. Munimanasa hamsika. Munis, when they are meditating in their mind, this placid mind, then a bird can very easily float in that. So she is the concentration, the point of concentration in the placid mind of the munis. Munimanasa hamsika. Hamsika is a swan. Satya vrata. She who is always in the seeking pleasure or is devoted to Satya. She is devoted to Satya. Satya Rupa. She is that which exists. She is that which is the existence itself. She is the truth. Sarvantaryamini. She is that which has penetrated into every innermost self of everybody. She controls everything from inside. Yamini, she is the controller. Sarvantara, from inside she is controlling all of us. Sarvantara Yamini. Sati. Sati meaning she who is, one meaning is, oh, Sati means that, oh, she was the wife of Shiva and she was the daughter of Daksha. Yes, of course, that is also one part. But Sata means existing. Sati means she who permanently is existing. Sat Chitananda we say, right? Sat means existence. Sati. Brahmani. Here Brahmani means she is the form of Brahman. She is the form of Brahman. Then the next word is not Brahma Janani. No, it is not Brahma Janani. It is two words. It is Brahma and Janani. Not Brahma Janani. How can Brahman have Janani? Brahman cannot have Janani, no? So when you do Gauri Kalyanam, Gauri Kalyanam is celebrated. So then there is a curtain in between. On one side, Shiva's representatives will be sitting. On the other side, Gauri's representatives will be sitting. Then the Purohit will recite the names of the ancestry of Gauri. So she will say that Gauri is the daughter of Mena and Himavan. Himavan is the son of etc. 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 She will go. Then the Purohit will ask, so please recite the genealogy of the husband. So he says his name is, he is Shiva. So then there will be a question. Okay, so what is his father's name? Shiva. What is his grandfather's name? Shiva. Where does he come from? Shiva. What is his gotra? Shiva. Where does he stay? Shiva. So getting totally confused. They don't know now what to do. So then that is the meaning here. Right? When we say that Brahma and Janani, Brahman cannot have Janani, Janak. Brahman is Brahman. But in the manifested form of Brahman, she takes the form of the Divine Mother. And she is called Janani. She is then Bahurupa, everything that has come from her. See, when we say, oh, he is such and such person's child, meaning he carries the genes, he carries that. So all those elements of that particular person have come into this person also. That's child, right? Bahurupa, we are all part of that Janani. Budharchita, and those who know, those who are wise, Buddha, they worship her. Budharchita. Prasavitri. Prasavitri means she who to give birth is the word is sutam. So suta word is to give birth, right? So therefore Girija Suta. Ganesh is called Girija Suta. So Girija Suta means Suta, right, is coming from to give birth to. So here the word is Prasavitri, she who has given birth to this entire universe. Prachanda, Prachanda, Prakarshena Chandi. She is not only Chandi, she is a special type of extra angry. Prachanda Chandi. So Prachanda Chandi is the name of the Devi called Chinnamastika. So this is the name here, Prachanda. Prachanda. Then Agnya. Agnya means command, right? I am doing this because of Shiva Agnya, Shiva's command, right? Like that, the word is there, Agnya, and we have this chakra called Agnya. Agya chakra means the command of the Guru. The Guru chakra is just above it. So from that Guru chakra, the command comes, and therefore, if this is an awakened chakra, it listens to the Guru and obeys that. So Agnya means the command. So she is the one who has the command. What is the command? She has given 4, 5 commands in the Vedas itself, in the form of Mahavakyas. Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Brahmamayam Jagat, Ayamatma Brahma, Prajnanam Brahma. All these are Mahavakyas in the Vedas. These are commands. They are not mantras. You cannot sit and say, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, and become Brahma. No, it will not happen. These are commands. These are to be followed, which means you have to meditate on them, to contemplate on them. And therefore, then you get to those understanding. Pratishtha. Pratishtha means support. Pratishtha means support. She is the support of this entire universe. Pratishtha. Prakata kritihi, that which has been manifested. Akriti is shape. Prakata means that which has manifested. So that which has manifested, all that which has been manifested, which is experienced by everybody, is she. Prakata kritihi. Praneshwari. She is the Lord of all the pranas. She is the governor of the vital breath. Pranadatri. We have already seen prana earlier, so I will not get here. Then a very interesting one. Panchashat Pitha Rupini. Panchashat means 50. Typically, the meaning in the Tantras has always been 51. So we shall take this also as 51. Now, if you look at the 51 list of 51 Pithas, then we have already there is a mention. Odhyana Pitha Nilaya, Jalandharas Pitha Sthita, all these we have already seen, right? So these are already there. One of the Pithas is called it is called Kamakshi. So we have the Kamakshi temple of Kanchipuram, where her Odhyana, which is the ornament which covers the stomach, that is called the Odhyana. That is what fell over there. So Kamakshi is over there. Then Nainativu. Nainativu is in Sri Lanka. Over there, her anklets fell. So she is supposed to be Nainativu over there. Indrakshi, she is called over there. Shivahar Kare is in Pakistan, today's Pakistan, near Karachi. Over there, her eyes fell. She is called Mahishamardini over there. In Sugandha, in Bangladesh, she is called, her nose fell, and therefore she is called Sugandha over there. And she is in, she is residing over there. In Amarnath in Kashmir, which is reached in this in the journey, there is a place where she is existing, where her throat, the throat of Sati, fell over there, and she is called Mahamaya. Then her tongue fell in a place in Himachal Pradesh where it is called Jwalamukhi. Then at Gujarat in the Anartha Pradesh, she is called Ambaji, where her heart fell. That is where she is. Her entire emotional seat is supposed to be Ambaji over there. Near Pashupatinath, Guhyeshwari is where her knees fell. Her right hand fell at Manas Rover in near Kailash. In the form of the Kailash, the lake itself is the Devi, where her right hand fell. Her navel fell in Bardwan, which is called over there Sarvamangala in near Bardwan. In Gandaki in Pokhran, she is called Gandaki Chandi, and her temples, the area had fallen. Her left arm fell at a place called Bahula, and the place is also, the Devi is also called Bahula over there, which is near Bardwan in Bengal. Her right wrist fell in a place called Ujjani, again near Bardwan, and this place where she is there, it is called Mangala Chandi. She is over there, Mangala Chandi. In the near in Tripura, on the other side of Bangladesh, there is a small temple called Udaipur, a place called Udaipur. Over there, her right leg fell, and she is called Tripura Sundari over there. In Chittagong district in Bengal, there is a temple of Bhavani where her right hand fell. In Jalpaiguri in Bengal, she is in the form where her left leg fell. She is in the form of Brahmari. Where her genitals fell in Assam, she is called Kamakhya. Her big toe, her right big toe, they fell again in Bengal. Bengal is very, very favored by Devi. If you look at what is today the West Bengal and East Bengal or Bangladesh together, you will find that out of the 51, 24 are only in these two places. So in Bardwan, near a place called Kheergram, her big toe, right big toe fell, and she is called Yugadya Adya Devi, Yugadya. In Calcutta, in Kolkata, her right, the rest of the right toes. So the big toe fell near Kheergram. The rest of the right toes, they fell near that place, and she is in the form of Mahakali, Kalika. Alopi Devi is near Prayag. Jayanti Devi is in the Jaintia hills of Meghalaya. Vimala Devi is in Murshidabad in Bengal. Vishalakshi in Varanasi, where her earrings fell. Sarvani in the form of Kanyakumari at the Bhadrakali temple, within the Kumari temple, not the Kumari temple Devi herself. Within the Kumari temple, there is a separate temple for Sarvani Devi, and it is called Kanyashram over there. Next time when you go there, you should see it. Bhadrakali Devi, where her ankles fell, in Thaneshwar. Thaneshwar is in Haryana. It used to be called Sthanu. Sthanu is the name of the Shiva over there. So Sthanu says Thaneshwar. Thaneshwar says Thanesar. Thanesar is in Haryana. Where her bracelets fell, she is in the form of Gayatri in Manibandha near Ajmer. She is in the form of Devagarbha, where her bones fell in a place near Shantiniketan in Bengal. She is in the form of Kali in Amarkantak, where her left buttock fell again near Amarkantak only, near where the source of the Narmada river. She is called Narmada, and her right buttock fell over there. Where her right breast fell, she is Shivani in Jhansi. She is Uma in Vrindavan, where her hair, the ringlets of the hair, her hair fell. She is Varahi in a place called Panchasagar near Haridwar. This is Lupta Peetha. This peeth has not been found by people. So she is supposed to be Varahi over there. Aparna in the in again in Bangladesh, Sri Sundari in the Kurnool district near Sri Sailam, Kapalini, or she is also called Bhimarupa, near Tamluk in West Bengal, near Medinipur, Chandrabhaga, where the stomach felt, in near Prabhas. Prabhas is near Somnath, where the Someshwar temple itself is there. In near in the Ujjaini town, she is in the form of Avanti, where her upper lips fell. She is in the form of Saptashringi in a place called Vani in near Nasik. The Devi is called Saptashringi, but her actual Shakti is Brahmari. She is the Brahmari Shakti. Vishweshwari near the I am sure you have heard of this place called Kotilingeshwar. Near Kotilingeshwar, there is another place. The Kotilingeshwar itself is another place near Rajamandri on the banks of Godavari. So she is the cheeks are supposed to have fallen over there. Near Bharatpur of Rajasthan bird sanctuary, there is Ambika, where coming from the left toes. The right shoulder fell in a place called in a place called Hooghly in West Bengal, and over there she is in the form of Kumari. Near Mithila, she is in the form of Uma. Her left shoulder fell over there. Her vocal cords, these are called Nala. Yeah, so these are called Nala. So the place where this fell, it is called Nalateshwar. And the Devi is Kalika Devi, but the Devi is also called Nalateshwari or Nalahati. So Nalahati is the name of the place also. She is Jayadurga in Kangra, where the ears fell. She is Mahishamardini in Bakreshwar in West Bengal. She is Jashoreshwari in Jashore in Bangladesh, where the palms and the soles of the feet fell. She is Fullara Devi, where her other part of the lips, one part we have seen, the other lips fell. And this is again in West Bengal. She is Nandini Devi in Sainthia, again in West Bengal, where her necklace fell. And she is Hingalaj in Baluchistan. So these are the 51 pithas of Devi across the entire place. So Panchashat Pitha is what we have seen. Panchashat Pitha Rupini. So Visrinkhala, she cannot be tied down. She is free from Srinkhala means chains. Visrinkhala means Vigata Shrinkhala. Her chains she cannot be held back by chains. Viviktastha. Vivikta is a place where there are no people, which means she prefers to be in places which are lonely. Why are we saying lonely? We are not saying that it means that she cannot be worshipped in a crowd. It means that internally she is detached. That is she is the role model for us. We have to detach ourselves. So whether even we are in the middle of people, we are alone. When we understand that, we are near her. Viviktastha. Veera Mata. She is the mother of all the Veeras. Veeras here, the word now contextually will mean all those who are ardent devotees. And Viyat Prasuhu. Prasuhu means to give birth. Viyat is Akasha. So she gave birth to Akasha. Now, if you remember the process of creation, I have told you that sound created Akasha, Akasha created touch, touch created wind, wind created heat, heat created fire, right? Heat comes first, fire comes later, right? Tanmatra comes first, the Bhuta comes second. So she is the originator of the first subtlest element. From that, all the other elements have originated. So that is the set of shlokas for today. We will go to Mahishasuramardini, but before that, if you have any questions or doubts. So let us go to the Mahishasuramardini Stotra. Vijita Sahasra Kareika Sahasra Kareika Sahasra Kareika Nute Krita Surataraka Sangarataraka Sangarataraka Sunusute Suratha Samadhi Samana Samadhi 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 Sujatarate Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramyakapardini Shaila Sute. Sahasra Karaika, Kara is hand. Sahasra Karaika, he who has thousands of hands. Vijita, he who has subdued, who has conquered. Conquered who? Those people who have thousands of hands. Thousands of hands. So there's, whether you can look at it as if there are Rakshasas who have 1,000 hands, or there are thousands of Rakshasas. And you have conquered them by your own. By you, how did you conquer them? In the last line, Sahasra Karaika Nute. You conquered them by producing thousands of hands of your own. Then what do? You make all the thousands of people worship you. Sahasra Karaika. So the first Sahasra Karaika indicates the 1,000 hands of the enemies. The second Sahasra Karaika indicates the 1,000 hands of herself. And in Devi Mahatmyam, we will get a description where Devi challenges Mahishasura and she twangs the bowstring and she pervades the entire universe with her 1,000 hands. And then people with thousands of people worship her. Thousands of devotees, Sahasrakaraika Nute. Then Krita Sura Taraka. Krita Sura Taraka. Krita made, Sura Devas, Taraka rescuer, Taranam. I just said, right? Manna Trayati, Taranam, the word comes from there. Krita Sura Taraka, Sangara Taraka, Sangara Taraka, fighting with the Tarakasura. The second Taraka here means the Tarakasura. Sangara means war. Second again, Sangara Taraka, same meaning, right? Sunu Sute, Sunu, one who is urging. Suta is the son. So she is the one who created the rescuer of the Devas. Who rescued the Devas? Kartikeya. Kartikeya rescued the Devas by doing what? He fought against Tarakasur. So you are the one who created Kartikeya and made the Devas very comfortable, made them feel secure. Suratha Samadhi. So Suratha, if you remember the Devi Mahatmyam, it starts with King Suratha. So that Suratha is his divine contemplation of Samadhi. Samana Samadhi, similar to that Samadhi. Samadhi. So the Samadhi again in the Devi Mahatmyam, the second Samadhi here, the third Samadhi for that matter, is the name of the merchant. So if you know the Devi Mahatmyam, you know that there is one Suratha, he is the king, and then there is a Vaishya called Samadhi, and they meet in the forest, and then they go to this Muni, and the Muni starts telling them the story of Devi. That is the context of Devi Mahatmyam. So here it is saying, first is to have the devotion similar to to Suratha and and Samadhi the merchant, to have that devotion. Sujata Rate. So therefore, then Sujata of excellent nature, Rata to delight in. So what it is saying? It is saying that you are pleased with the devotional contemplation of Suratha or the excellent devotional contemplation of merchants like Samadhi. And so see, Samadhi, when Devi manifested, he did not want any material gains. He said, please give me spiritual knowledge. And Suratha wanted his kingdom back. She is okay with both. She wants only the devotion. So she says, Suratha Samadhi, Samana Samadhi, 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 Sujatarate. Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Martini, Ramyakapartini, Shailasute. So that is the end for the day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.